Hello everyone. I came back one of the question again. So we have been solving NJSLA Algebra 1 questions related to quadratic functions. But this is not a quadratic function, a bit different. But anyway, so solving quadratic functions and equations. So you can pause the video and you can read the question first. I remember this question in part A we solved in my previous video, but just I will just shorten it now a little bit. I will touch one of the solution I will show. For the detailed solution, you can check one of my previous videos, okay? So here f of x is written as x times x square minus 4 minus 3x minus 2, okay? This, but here f of x is given in a different format multiplication of x minus 2 and x minus a. In the first part, they are asking what is the value of a. When I see here, there are three linear factors of this function. But here, there is a subtraction here. It is not multiplication of three linear things. There is a quadratic expression also here, okay? In my previous video, I show one of the way that I will solve with that. Okay, so since x square minus 4 is a square difference, x square minus 4 is like x square minus 2 square. Because of that, it's x minus 2 and x plus 2 multiplication. Okay, difference of squares. Maybe you remember this. So it is equal to x times x minus 2 times x plus 2 minus 3x times x minus 2. Okay. When I factor just this expression, I got x minus 2. So some similar terms. Let me highlight that. X times x minus 2 in this term and x times x minus 2 in this term, they are again common. Since in between them minus, these yellow highlighted terms I can put in front of the parentheses. Okay? X times x minus 2 multiply. Now the remaining term I can put in the parentheses and together with this minus sign. So since x times x minus 2 I took outside, so x plus 2 remain here. And since x times x minus 2 I took outside of the parentheses, negative 3 remains here. Okay? You got it? So this is a kind of factoring by grouping. The common things we took in front of the parentheses, remaining thing, let's say remaining, let me just highlight the remaining. This is remaining in the first expression. This is 3 remaining in the second expression with negative sign, okay? So they are here. One of them is here, one of them is here. So if you simplify further, you will have x times x minus 2 and then x plus 2 minus 3, which is x minus 1, okay? Because of that, here, when you do 101 matching, x minus 2, x minus a, so a is equal to what? 1, not minus 1. Be careful. Negative already there, present, okay? So in part B, they are asking what are the zeros of the function? Okay, let me write the function again. F of x is equal to x times x minus 2 times x minus 1, okay? Since we got a already. So what are the zeros of the function? Zeros of the function means they are the values of x values, okay? X values as a number, which resulting 0 when you plug them in here. When you plug them in the function, okay? In the function. So now think about those numbers. Think about those numbers. When you plug them here, it will be 0. So you can guess like, or you can say that if several things multiplication is 0, their single term will be 0 also, because if several things multiplication 0 according to zero product property, x is 0 or x minus 2 0 or x minus 1 is 0, okay? One of them must be 0 or two of them can be 0 or three of them can be 0, but at least one of them must be 0. So x 0, x is 0. If x minus 2 is 0, add both sides plus 2, so x is equal to 2. Okay? Add both sides 1, so x is equal to what? 1. So I have three zeros now here. What does it mean, three zeros? When I plug these numbers In place of x here will be 0. For example, 0 times others will be 0. Or if I put plug 2 here, 2 times this will be 0, this will be 2 minus 1, whatever it is. Because of this 0, every multiplication will be resulting 0 again. If you plug 1 here, whatever these are not important in parentheses, okay? But 1 minus 1 here will be 0. 0 times others will be 0 again, okay? Because of that, the sufficient condition is one of them must be 0 while we are finding zeros of the function. So, how many of those numbers are making my function 0? So, they are the zeros of the function, which is 0, 1, and 2. Not negative 1, not negative 2. Be careful, okay? Be careful. Not negative 1, not negative 2. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.